Hello everybody and welcome back to Football Manager 23 with the Youth Academy only save with Guiseley, and we are into season 37, I think it is. We've just won the Europa League, spoilers if you didn't see the last episode, but we've won the Europa League, we're back in the Champions League, we are cooking, as the youngsters seem to be saying in the comment section. Let's see how it goes. We've got a big game today. It's the Super Cup. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back. We're taking on West Ham United in the Super Cup, who have become quite the powerhouse in this save. They are a very, very good footballing team. Managed no longer by Vinicius Juniors. They are now managed by Ashley Nadeson, who I think played for Middlesbrough or Bristol City, something like that, didn't he? Career stats. He was at Crawley. He wasn't even as high as what I thought. So, wow, that is quite the rise, isn't it? His highest ever league was League One. And, there you go. Ashley Nadeson. I'm like, is he... There's no chance... I can't wait for one of our managers to actually... One of our ex-regions to become a good manager. Maybe they won't. They are predicted to finish first in the league. They have obviously won the Champions League, because that's why we're playing them in the Super Cup. We won our first game in the Premier League. Brighton, we beat them 3-0, which is very good. West Ham won their first game 4-0, because they had to go one better than us. We've had a few other wins in here as well. Plymouth won 4-0, they went top. Tottenham won 4-0. West Ham beat Leeds 4-0, who sit bottom on alphabetical order. But not too bad, really. First, one win from one. Andrew Neeson scoring 2, which was good. Phil Carney getting 2 assists, which was good as well. So we started the season well. We are playing well. We've just now got to take on the mighty West Ham in the UEFA Super Cup. Not too much to talk about in terms of differences for players in and players out. Well, no players in, obviously, but players out. Yeah, we're sending a few youngsters out on loan that didn't get too much game time for our under-21s and under-18s, so they're now going out on loan to get more game time. So what I do is I negotiate all the contracts so that they're either important player or star player when we're issuing them out, so that I can guarantee them getting some game times. And ideally, what I then like to do is, if they've got multiple offers on them, like Zeno Kasim has down here, but if they've got multiple offers, then what I'll do is go and try and find the team that is predicted to finish highest in the league. So they get more wins, the chance of, if you've got a higher percentage chance of winning, you've got a higher percentage chance of getting a good rating, and good ratings improve young players more. So this guy's actually moving to Scarborough. Scarborough are predicted to finish... Where are Scarborough? There they are, 10th. So they should win more games than they lose. So yeah, just a little bit of player development from my life. That's how I look at it. That's how I get it done. But yeah, we're going to take on West Ham, who won the Champions League. And yeah, last year we won the Europa League. This year we're back in the Champions League. So let's go and have a quick look. You can see West Ham won it last year. The year before that, Spurs, Man City twice, West Ham, PSG, West Ham, Barca, Chelsea, Real Madrid, Tottenham, Man United, West Ham. So West Ham are very much a dominant force in this save. So it should be an interesting game. Oh, yes, we hadn't finished talking about transfers, had we? A bit all over the place at the moment. The only one really of note, Fintan Strait has gone on loan to Burnley for a bit more game time. See what he can do. You did play 12 appearances last year, 1 goal. Did pretty well, but I wanted to give you 6 months out on loan at Burnley to see if they play you more and you do better and you can come back into the team. So you're on loan for the first half of the season at Burnley. We've sold Dean Cliff, who was a backup goalkeeper. He's already 25. He was never going to play for us, and he's now injured for 3 weeks. Bless him. And then other than that, it's just loanees out as well. In terms of release players, only a couple. No one you really need to worry about. I think Kevin Lefebvre was the only person in and near the first team, but he has now gone to Sunderland under-21s. But what I do need to do is make sure that we just add all these players to the shortlist so that we can keep an eye on them in case they do something in the future. So Dean Cliff, add the shortlist indefinitely because the others are still at the club. But that's it, really. There's not too much to discuss in terms of squad. The squad itself has stayed roughly the same. A few more youngsters being called up, like Kenny Drake, Charlie Byrne, very highly rated in the Youth Academy as well. Xavi Edwards is now up into the first team. There was another really youngster, Hamza Luizao, has also come up to the first team, mainly so that we can get them into mentoring groups, which is something we have set up. But yes, we play West Ham today. Carlos Victoriano is annoyed that he can't move to Tottenham, but whilst they're not paying us £95 million that I want, they're not going to get him. So, yeah, he's going to be staying at the club. We do actually have good goalkeepers as well backing him up. So, the reason I've put a price tag on it and not just said he's not available is because we do have Mark Mead, who's looking very good as well, as a potential backup, but I think would play very, very well for us. And then younger-wise, we've got Nicholas Myberg, who is looking very good as well. So, I do think, in terms of goalkeepers, we are doing pretty well. But we're going to go into the game against West Ham with this team. This is the team that beat Brighton 3-0. Victoriano, El Tufe, Joseph, John Carpenter, Campbell Scholes, Klingspor, Alphakoff, Joe Page, Andrew Neeson, Carney and Jeff Hogg. Now, the only thing I might do, because West Ham are arguably a better team than us, is actually we're going to start Atli Berge over Alphakoff. Apologies, Alphakoff, but Atli Berge gets the nod against the stronger teams because he's a bit more combative in there. And I think we're going to stick with the same bench. We have 3 extra spaces. So let's go with... we'll go Matthew Bissett, because central midfielders are always useful to have. Oh, Aaron Gray's back. No, that does mix things up, because Aaron Gray is just much better than Campbell Scholes. So we'll go for that, which probably then means we don't need Hamza on the bench. But we can then put on Phil Lewis and Michael Schmidt. And... is there anyone I can replace to put Kenneth Harve on the bench? Probably. There probably is. Supreme Dave, Crimson Mori, Alphakoff, Phil Lewis, Xavi, Kai, Big Dez. We probably don't need Big Dez on there. Yeah, I don't think we need Big Dez on there. But then do we have... Supreme Dave's on there as a right winger. Ben Campbell Scholes for Kenneth Harve, just to get more patrons on the bench. Obviously, the Super Cup would be a nice to win. But if we don't win it, I'm not that fussed. It's about the performance. I don't want to get smashed. I want us to play well and, yeah, create a few chances here and there. Ideally, that's what we want to see, isn't it? That is what we want to see. Right, our squad numbers have been reset because we were basically giving starting players. We're now getting like the number 45, which isn't just, it's not really that realistic, is it? So, yeah, squad numbers have been reset, so it's going to look a bit more traditional. And let's get into this one. Point the finger. The fans deserve the trophy. Yeah, all right. The fans deserve the trophy. If that's what assistant manager Matty Target / Ross want it to say, then that's what we'll do. Do we get music for the Super Cup? No, we don't. No music for the Super Cup. Well, we're playing a 3-4-3, as you know. Weird. I thought the Super Cup would have had like music, but they don't. They're playing a 4-4-2. Normally, this formation does well against a 4-4-2, but if there's no music, we can skip all of that stuff. Right. Let's go slower. We'll go to extended again because we're only doing one game in the episode and we want to push through because we are running out of time. It's not going to be long until the beta is out for FM24. So yeah, we need to keep pushing through, see how many seasons we can get done. But I would also like a little break between FM23 and FM24, but we'll see if that happens. As Finley gets in, crosses there. Atli Berge just slightly flicks it to Andrew Neeson. That's a poor touch. Sharp into Laseni to someone. Kitchbauer into Mutt. Sharp again. Mutt up to Kitchbauer. Finley. West Ham are just really good. Joffrey over the top. Kasunic is in. Great save from Carlos Victoriano, proving that even if he's unhappy, he's still going to give his all to the team, which is good. And yeah, it's all West Ham right now. Cross comes in. John Carpenter with a really good header away. Bayer, oh my word, he's really good. I think he may have won World Footballer of the Year, not last year, but the season before. But yeah, he's really, really good. John Carpenter up to Atli Berge. Andrew Neeson. Andrew Neeson flicks it onto Carney, who is basically our main goal threat in this system. Joe Page gets to the byline. Cross, grazing acres of space. Good first touch. Great, good save from Carboni, who touches it over the bar. It's weird how players that aren't incredibly good but have attributes in the right place are so crucial to this system. Aaron Gray being a key one of those, as Jeff Hogg keeps this alive. John Carpenter, really big, really tall, loses the ball but wins it back from Kasunic and does well, to be fair. And John Carpenter's going to have a throw in into Carney. Back to John. He's got a man there in Joseph. We can keep moving it wide if we want. John Carpenter just holds it up. Joseph again. There we go. Spreading it out to El Tufe. El Tufe out to Gray. Gray infield to Klings. That's a really poor part. I was just bigging you up, Gray, saying that even though your attributes are crap, you play really well in this system. And then you go and do something like that. Sharp into Finley. Finley out to Jofi, and it goes Joseph, well covered, El Tufe, Atliberge. Here's Gray again. Can he next time do a better pass? Yes, he can. He finds his man, Atliberge. Oh, Atliberge has lost it in midfield. It's sharp into Bayer. Bayer shoots. It's a terrible finish. I've just got to keep bigging people up, and they perform really badly, apparently. So, again, saying Bayer was very, very good, and then he has a shot like that. That's fine. Neeson, Carney. It's dropped a bit deeper. Grove ball over the top into Gray. Gray, first time across. Neeson. Oh, my word. He's tried, bless him. He's tried, but he's not got a good connection there, Andrew Neeson. Billingham. In it goes. El Tufe with a good header. Billingham can't win their header, but it's going to fall to Sharp. Here's Kirchbauser. And Gray hooks it away. Finley is there to back up and put a cross in. Klingspor's beaten. Bayer is still sort of bouncing around. Bayer's on it again. Shot. It's really poor. It's really poor. Why did I big him up? He's awful. Encourage. Come on, boys. Come on. We've created one really good chance, one sort of half chance, and not done too much with it. That's a wonderful ball through to Kasunic, who's hit the bar, and the ball ends up in the crowd of West Ham fans behind. Yeah, West Ham just starting to assert a little dominance on the game now. Finley into Mutt. Sharp goes out wide. We could try and get the ball forward a bit quicker. I think we might try that. Giuliani, good block from John. Let's, very quickly then. Let's go passing directness up, and we'll pass into space and try and get in behind them a little bit. Just if they're going to push people up, which it seems to be what they're doing, that's what we'll try and do. As Joffrey puts it in. Victoriano, great hands, great catch from the goalkeeper, who has recently made his Portugal debut, I think, in the World Cup. I'm pretty sure he had a very good debut for Portugal in the World Cup. But we have a corner. Gray is going to take it. Now, our corners aren't always the best, and that's, yeah, sort of in keeping with what we've done recently. Is Gray's cross was also pretty crap. Berge, he's robbed by Kasunic into Billingham. Sharp, Giuliani, Kirchbauer finds Bayer out to Joffrey. Joffrey goes down the left. Joffrey back to Finley. Finley into Kirchbauer over the top, and Kasunic with a header, but it's going to have to be a superb header to score from that sort of range. But as we tick down towards half-time, 0-0's not bad. It's not bad against the Champions League winning, dominating team that is West Ham. They've had slightly better of the game. Look, I'm going to say it's been good. I'm going to say it's been a good performance. Keep that morale high, and then tell them we've got faith in them to go and win it. And no changes at half-time. We're going to stick with the tactical system of trying to get the ball forward potentially a little bit quicker. But Lacina de la Coruna comes forward, which is such a good name. Joffrey, free kick. Good save, Victoriano. Oh my word, a double save from Victoriano. Unbelievable goalkeeping there from our want-away goalkeeper. And he's kept this Super Cup at 0-0, and then he does that. Honestly, you can't write this. You cannot write this. He's just made two absolute wonder saves, and then is beaten from a header that he gets two hands on. What? Well, it's good to see the AI still exploit the near post corner as well, so it doesn't make me feel all too bad. We have a throw-in. Now, we know we're dangerous from throw-ins. Jeff Hogg into Gray. Gray, a heavy first touch. It's cleared away. Joseph looks to swing it back into the box early. I don't mind that. Joffrey, robbed by Gray. Gray comes forward. Left-footed shot is blocked. It's going to be El Tufe, I think, to try and keep it in. But, yeah, a little bit disappointing in that. To concede that goal after he just made two amazing saves. The second save from that rebound was insane. Joseph, good header. Atliberge into Neeson. Oh, he's tackled. Giuliani ball forward. John Carpenter intercepts it. Klingspor moves it out to El Tufe on the right. Good ball up to Jeff Hogg. Jeff Hogg, great ball round the corner to Aaron Gray. Aaron Gray ball in is not good. It's going to give West Ham a chance to counter as Kirchbauer comes forward. Kirchbauer gets to the byline. He's got lots of time to put the cross in. John Carpenter, good header away. Sharp, you can see our midfielders are getting tired. And Sharp puts it well over the bar. Okay, we need some changes. We need changes. Atliberge off. We're going to go for a much more attacking, dynamic central midfielder in John Mosametti and Alphakoff in there. We'll do Joe Page off for Kenneth Harve, the Patreon channel member. He's going to get a run out. And we'll do Andrew Neeson for Michael Schmidt. In fact, we can do all of our changes now. We can do Aaron Gray for Supreme Dave as well. So Patreons and channel members coming on for a European Cup final, and we're going to go slightly more attacking into positive mode and see what we can do. Let's encourage them. Fresh legs on the pitch for the last half hour. Finley back to Mutt into Kirchbauer over the top. That should be easy for Joseph to cover. And these three at the back going to have to do the full game now, which is generally asking a lot of them in this system. But that's a good flick. Schmidt's in. He's got a man in the middle. He gives it to Carney. Carney's in. Oh, he's missed. I was about to celebrate. Lovely link-up play down the left-hand side from Kenneth Harve and Michael Schmidt. But Kirchbauer on the ball for West Ham now. Joffrey comes forward. Ball through. Bayer's got the pace, and Victoriano dives to his left. Saves it to the right. Make sense of that for Football Manager. But 63 minutes gone. Joffrey swings it in. Headed away very well by Mossametti at the front post. That's a poor touch. And Alfakov clears it to Jeff Hogg. And if he can stand on the ball and get tackled, that would be great. I was going to say beat his man with pace, but he didn't. Victoriano, El Tufe. He's gone long to Carney. The longer balls do seem to be working a little bit more in our favour in this game. Mossametti. John Carpenter comes out from the back. Over the top, Michael Schmidt with a good run. He's in space again. Schmidt, can he cut it back? He tries, but there's no one there. He just put it behind both of our players that were in the box as Kasunic comes forward, picks out Kirchbauer into Joffrey. Joffrey down the other end. Good block, and it'll be another corner, but great little run and cut back from Michael Schmidt, but we just couldn't get a player in the right position as Joffrey with another corner to the back post, headed away, and it's kept alive. Bayer with a wild shot over the bar. 20 minutes to go. We have created some decent chances. It does sort of show we are slightly off the skill and ability of those that top the Premier League every year, as Billingham robs Kenneth Harve ball through, but Joseph does well to intercept it. El Tufe, Mossametti, Alfakov looks to just flick one round the corner. Mutt gets there first. Finley heads it onto Joffrey. Joffrey gets past his man. We've got some tired legs at the back as Joffrey. Great challenge from El Tufe. Supreme Dave tries to get back and help. Good rob from Mossametti. We've got an overload here. We've got numbers. Supreme Dave down the line to Jeff Hogg. He's got Carney in the middle. Carney shoots. It's deflected and Carboni saves. Oh, we had like a 5-on-4 there and we didn't make it count. It's not been all West Ham. They have had more of the game. Let's go attacking. See what we can do for the last 10 minutes. It's going to leave us very, very open at the back. 5 minutes to go. Demand more. Come on, boys. Come on. Carney, ball through. It's just not. It's just missing that killer edge for a final pass as Mutt puts it to Joffrey. West Ham come forward knowing that if they just keep the ball, they win the game. Mutt into Joffrey. Mutt up to Bayer. Bayer around the corner to Candelo, who's fresh on the pitch. He's got Supreme Day for company, and Bayer's not going to miss that. It's already his 6th goal of the season, and he puts West Ham United 2-0 up with less than 2 minutes to play, and that will be the Super Cup going to East London. It's unlucky for Guiseley. I mean, that XG at the top there is just, it's a tap-in, isn't it? So Supreme Dave, Jeff Hogg turns. Michael Schmidt into Mossametti, but he's robbed Candelo with his fresh legs. That's why subs are so important and getting them right. And I did risk it, making 5 on the 60th minute mark. And I think going attacking has opened us up. It's just opened us up a little bit too much. As Victoriano to John Carpenter, we're still trying to keep the ball. And that's it. Full time. It's West Ham that win the Super Cup. We can't go back to back to back European trophies. But okay, we'll give them the Super Cup and we'll win the Champions League. That's what we'll go for. That's the exchange. I'm not going to watch them miss the trophy. They can sod off. It's hard to take. I'm disappointed to miss out on a trophy. I'm satisfied with your efforts. It wasn't our turn to win. You did yourselves proud. They'd hate that. Good. Team of winners. They want to win. They're not happy with losing to the Premier League and Champions League champions. They wanted to win that. But yeah, there you go. So 7th place, we've got a game in hand on everybody else, which will be very interesting. But yeah, we get 3 million for losing in the Super Cup. Very nice. On a hot summer's evening at the Fenerbahce Stadion. West Ham's David Bayer lifted the UEFA Super Cup to complete a fairy tale. He scored, and he's very, very good. He's very good. 32, finishing 20, composure 18, first touch 19. Oh, vision 17. Teamwork and work rate could be better, to be honest. 13 for both of those. But yeah, that's what we are up against. A legendary striker in David Bayer. But anyway, Question of the day. Where are we going to finish this year? Are we going to win the league? Are we going to win the league before this season finishes? That's before this series, finishes. That's the question of the day. Let me know your comments down below. But thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next one. I'll be recording these as often as I can. Hopefully every other day at a minimum, but we'll see. So I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Cheers.